everybody, welcome back to our channel. We had a bunch of people recently asking about the rescued hornbill that we caught flying around West Palm Beach a couple months ago. So today we're going to give you an entire update on him, and we also have some special announcements to share with you all. So we decided to name that hornbill Petrie, like the land before time, and Chris and I are officially adopting him. We took him to the vet, we got him a full blood work panel, we checked him for parasites, and he is healthy besides being a little bit underweight, which is to be expected because he was living off of birdseed and dried corn. So he's on a proper diet now, and Chris and I actually bought him a beautiful aviary, and we can't wait to show you. Now, our first special announcement is that next month, Chris and I are leading an expedition to Costa Rica where you can come with us. We're going to be staying at the amazing Green Teak hotels. We're going to be visiting a volcano, doing night expeditions, looking for wildlife. It's going to be amazing, and this is our first trip where we're inviting people to Costa Rica. So if you want to find out more pricing, the itinerary, email Chris at chrisgillettewildlife@gmail.com. We also have new merch out. We have Quasi shirts. That's our rhino iguana that has scoliosis. So if you guys want to support our mission and rescuing animals, buying merch is a great way to do so. So we're in our backyard right now, and we are going to show you the brand new aviary. This is our brand new aviary. It is gorgeous. I think it's like 7 feet tall, 9 feet long, and it's made of aluminum so it doesn't rust. We were really lucky. We actually got this on offer up from a really nice gentleman who was breeding finches at the time. So it's a beautiful aviary. It's custom made, and the person that actually makes these moved out of the country, so you cannot get them anymore. It's truly one of a kind. And take a look at Petrie. He is very happy in here. So obviously we found Petrie outside, so we don't know anything about his past, but Chris was recently in Africa and actually saw wild red-billed hornbills that acted similar to Petrie. They'll take food out of your hand, but they don't really trust people, and they are pretty shy. So we were thinking that maybe Petrie was an escaped pet, but ever since Chris went to Africa and said that he acts very similar to the wild hornbills, we're thinking that he might be wild. He's definitely not hand-tamed like Zazu. And ever since we put him outside, he's kind of become more wild. For the first couple of weeks, we had him in our bedroom because we wanted to quarantine him, and he started to trust us a little bit more. But we think he's actually happier outside, and there's a possibility he's just gonna wanna be a hands-off animal, which is totally fine with us. What I love about this aviary is that you can actually walk in it. I think it's a little bit low for Chris because Chris is like 8 feet tall, but it's perfect for me. Hi, buddy. Very spacious. We have a bunch of branches. We have a bunch of different plants. I actually just replaced these because he was eating his plants. I had basil in here, and I think I had like mint or something, or chamomile tea in here, and he just destroyed it. So now it's kind of just like a dirt pit that he gets to mess around, look for bugs, and take dust baths in. But I would say he's pretty happy, and I mean, he's looking great. He is a champ. He eats everything that we give him. He loves worms, and of course we're going to continue to try to get him to trust us and be hand tame. What's really difficult is when we have to catch him to move him inside. So if we want to rotate him and Zazu and put Zazu outside, obviously we have to catch Petrie, and that definitely makes him not trust us. For a while, I was throwing worms inside of a crate, and it worked, and then he started to catch on, so now I have to catch him and put him in the crate. But you can see he's not freaking out or anything. He just doesn't let me touch him, you know? It's all right, buddy. It's okay. Now, Chris and I obviously rescue animals, so sometimes it happens where you take in an animal that doesn't want to be touched. We rescued Elmo, our eclectus parrot that plucks out all his feathers 2 years ago, and he still doesn't allow us to touch him, and that's okay. We kind of just take care of him, respect his space, and let him do his own thing. So Petrie might be one of those animals. Like, ideally, we would love to get him used to us and used to Zazu. We would love to introduce them in the near future, but we'll just have to see. But for now, he is happy and living his best life in this beautiful enclosure. So now that we saw Petrie, let's go inside and see Zazu.
All right, guys, so now we're going to take out Zazu. Now, Zazu is a different species. He is a Von der Deckens hornbill, and we keep him inside. Now, we hand raise Zazu, so he's very socialized, he hangs out with us, and he enjoys being around us and being inside with us. Meanwhile, Petrie is much more wild, he's a little feral, so he likes to be outside, he's a lot happier out there. Now, Petrie was caught trying to get into somebody's backyard, so he is a rescue. Meanwhile, Zazu here is a captive bred educational animal that we have, and having him taught us a lot about hornbills, and that was really beneficial in our work with Petrie. Now we're going to go ahead and have Zazu come out. I've got a couple worms for him. Oh,
there it is.
Oh. So you can see a very clear difference between Zazu here and Petrie. Zazu is a much thicker, heavier build, obviously different coloration as well. He's got a much thicker bill as well, bill and build, in case I didn't say that well enough, but yeah, so Zazu's very, very inquisitive. They love to explore, he loves to mess with everything. He's gonna go over there and see if he can catch any of my fish. He loves to do that. Got worms. Got worms. Zazu. Whoop.
Oh.
He's hanging out with Cinder. Now Cinder doesn't know what to think of Zazu. Look at him. He's gonna leave.
Of course, Cinder.
Zazu. Boy. Oh, there you go. He's a little scared of the phone, huh? So his favorite are mealworms, but he also eats a lot of fruit. We have very specific kinds of fruit that we feed him. And for anybody who is thinking like, oh my God, that's so cute, I want one, they don't make good pets. They have extremely specialized care. And so with him, we have to be very careful about what we feed him. And he wants to eat everything, and he gets into absolutely everything. I mean, he is just, I literally call him living chaos. Like, he just wants to mess with everything, anything he can find. Zazu.
Yeah, he's not afraid of anything though.
Yeah, well, him and Clover play. It's really cute.
What are you doing, chickens? What are you doing, chickens? What are you doing?
He wants to go in the water.
You're so silly.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I got to hang out with Zazu and Petrie today. And I want to give you another reminder that we are going to be going to Costa Rica in September. That's an open invite. You guys can come and join us. And then we also have a Peruvian Amazon trip coming in October, and that's going to be a crazy expedition too. So if you guys want to come on a trip with me and Gabby internationally looking for wildlife, send me an email, chrisgillettewildlife@gmail.com, and we hope to hear from you. Leave a comment, let us know what you think. Check out our other videos where we were with Elliot the crocodile. We'll be seeing him again, and we also have our Peru Amazon videos from the last trip we did. So make sure you check them out, and hit like, share, and we'll see you on the next adventure.